But here we are. So my question is a simple. Will the Trudeau government take action and boycott the Beijing Olympic Games, yes or no?
Thank you for your question. The government is...
My question for the government leader. It's good to be back in the chamber, leader, holding this continual incompetent government to account. The emergency in BC, leader, caused by unprecedented flooding has been heartbreaking for all Canadians to witness. And I know every honourable senator joins me in sending condolences to the families of those who have died. My question relates to the situation being faced by farmers in British Columbia, livestock producers, who were able to evacuate with their animals, had to leave behind the feed for their herds and livestock. As the Canadian Federation of Agriculture has stated, the crisis in the region could have long-term consequences for animal welfare and our food supply. Leader, what is the Government of Canada doing right now to provide emergency support to British Columbia farmers, especially livestock producers?
Senator Gold.
Thank you for your question, and let me just begin by expressing my condolences to our colleague Senator Seidman and her family. The devastation in British Columbia touches us all. Canadian government has responded quickly to the calls of the BC government for assistance, much of which has been reported in the newspaper, military presence and financial aid. I will make inquiries with regard to specific aid to those farmers who are suffering grievous damage as a result of that, and I'll report back as quickly as I can.
Senator Platt.
I hope that report will come sooner rather than later, Leader. This is devastating and continues to be so in British Columbia. This year, Leader, British Columbia farmers have been challenged by the pandemic, wildfires, drought, and now catastrophic flooding and mudslides. While yesterday's speech from the throne contained a vague assurance the Trudeau government will be there for the province, it barely mentioned our farmers from BC or indeed anywhere else in Canada. Farm families need assurances from this Trudeau government that they will not be an afterthought once British Columbia begins its recovery process. Yesterday's throne speech would have been a good time, Leader, to offer that support, but instead it was nowhere to be found. Leader, what long-term assistance, and I appreciate you'll probably have to get back to us on this, what long-term assistance is your government offering farmers and the livestock producers who have had their operations destroyed by the floods in BC?
Senator Gold.
I will be happy to get back to you with specific answers. I do want to simply underline, though, that the tragedies and devastation, not only in British Columbia but elsewhere in this country, underline the importance of a collective effort to fight climate change, to which this government remains committed.
Senator Housakos.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is for the government leader in the Senate, Senator Gold. A couple of days ago, spokesperson for Foreign Affairs Minister Mélanie Joly said that her government was in discussions about boycotting the Beijing Games because of the disappearance of tennis player Pang Shui. I'm perplexed as to why this wasn't a decision that has taken place much, much earlier in light of the kidnapping of our two Michaels, or the genocide of the Uyghur people, or the suspension of democracy and civil liberties in Hong Kong. But here we are. So my question is as simple. Will the Trudeau government take action and boycott the Beijing Olympic Games, yes or no?
Thank you for your question. The government is very much preoccupied with this situation, as are our allies and partners around the world. Canada continues to discuss this issue with our partners to ensure that decisions that are made are both effective and coordinated.
Senator Housakos.
It's nice, Senator Gold, that we're always discussing these issues with our partners and relying on international help, but Canada is a G7 country that should stand up for its Canadian citizens and for liberties and civil rights around the world.